I started art therapy when I was looking for something else to do for Parkinson's. I read about art and boxing and singing and swimming. All those things can help the brain to function properly.
Do you want to see what I put in last?
Yeah.
Now, I put that in, and that was the day that you did the work on the dentist.
Oh.
Okay. And that was really interesting, because we were actually talking about nightmares, but you ended up drawing a picture of your dentist.
Yeah.
I work with art to release emotions and allow people to deal with their anxieties. When Brian first came to me, he wasn't sure what to expect. He didn't see himself as an artist.
When I'm doing it for an hour once a week, I'm not thinking about my condition, and I'm thinking about the canvas. And so I get some respite from the art therapy.
Some days are flat, some days are really animated, and I'll pick up on what he wants to do and how he wants to work. Now I've got 3 sizes. This way, so we've got more space, and he cues it. So it depends on where Brian might be. Silk crayons.
You go straight to the silk.
Start with the silk?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Sometimes I might actually invite him to express a feeling. Sometimes I'll invite him to just abstractly, creatively express himself. And other times there might be a directive.
No, pencil's okay.
What I usually do is I start him off either by making a mark myself with his permission, and we work taking that mark for a journey.
The first thing I've got to do is to find a colour. And my emotion tells me if it's going to be heavy or watery or anything. I can do anything on the canvas.
Last time you had a lot of fun with doing the shadows of the shape. Shall we go with something like that today?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So do you want to do it with pencil first and then we'll trace with the crayon?
Yeah.
The shapes create shadows, and then he actually has that focus where you can follow the shadow. And he ends up doing some incredible work, and subconscious things show up.
Every week I've got a new project, and it's reassuring to know that I don't feel any pressure.
Okay, now how about some circles?
Well, nothing's expected to come out of it. I don't feel trapped or locked in at all. No preconception.
Some good precision today, Brian. What I've noticed with Brian, when he first came, it was very difficult for him to put a mark on paper. He was very conscious of it, and he was a little restricted in terms of how he wanted to actually approach what he was doing. Really good focus there, Brian.
This is just shapes.
Yeah, shapes. So we're going to fill in the shapes. So whatever you've actually created here, so you can fill in that void shape. See, like if we look at it as a puzzle, see all that bit there?
Yeah.
That can be one colour if you want.
Yeah.
Okay, that can be another colour down there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have a look at what just might have showed up for you. Look at that.
Yes.
What does it remind you of? And look at that.
Big wheel and a small wheel.
See? Yeah. Subconsciously, we've got a big bike happening there again, right?
It's from my childhood, the bikes. Yeah. And from the many trips I did internationally. As a kid, I was always on a bike, riding somewhere. My hair's flying in the wind, and I'm exercising for my own pleasure.
Is that you? Is that your hair flowing in the wind?
Yes.
Do you want to colour it in as looking like a bike, or do you want to abstract it and see what comes up?
I just let my emotions drive me. I know how I'm feeling, and I want to put that colour into my being. And the colours I use match the emotion I have.
He tends to always like starting with black and then he goes to purple. And this is just what I've observed with Brian, and then I'll start with bright colours.
Well, I find it interesting to match colours with emotion. If I'm feeling emotional, it might be a red colour. If I'm feeling gloomy, it might be black. So I'm trying to put emotion on paper.
You think that's done?
Yeah.
Wonder what we'd call this one.
A jumble.
I think so, yeah. Is it a jumble of colour? Is it a jumble of feelings? Is it a jumble of all of it?
All of it, yeah.
All of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's his first work for today. A jumble, which is basically how he saw it. A jumble of marks, a jumble of colour, and a jumble of feelings. This was actually stressing him. This was the beginning of the session, but it was just trying to release that stress.
Expansion of my feelings impact on my artwork. So the shapes I draw are indicative of how I'm feeling. I'm not ready to accomplish anything. I'm just letting my emotions free flow. And it gives me some relief. Yeah, it's just free flow. I'm always surprised at the outcome. I'm incapable of producing a masterpiece. Up to now.
Sometimes he doesn't see things in his work and it's just an abstract reflection, but so long as he feels that he's got that release, that the stress is gone, that he's not anxious, that he feels an accomplishment because he's done something, that's a good thing. What came up for you, Brian?
Maybe water, waves.
Waves?
No, not water waves, just waves of asteroids.
Asteroids?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's kind of a spacey feeling, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah. Art therapy is not about creating a masterpiece, and it's not about translating someone's work. It's about letting them sit with the work and see what comes up for them.
Well, this is positive. This.
Good, yeah. So you're feeling good?
Yeah.
Good.
This is a negative force and it's a positive force.
Okay, yeah. Space really. When I gave him the freedom to actually express just freely, he came up with this, which was really very, very powerful. And looking at that, he actually really engaged and referenced it as negative and positive forces. He felt it was actually a positive activity that he'd actually engaged in.
Well, it's therapeutic in that it gives me some release from the Parkinson's. And it gives me a ability to let go, let my emotions rule the pen. This is unsettled.
I love it because we started with the unsettled,
Yeah.
we finished with the settled. Very good, actually. I think he now sees himself as an artist. He likes what he creates, and it gives them confidence, and it actually releases a lot of negative emotion.
It's a strange feeling. If I produce something, it looks better. Further distance you're away. Well, as my health deteriorates, so it's more important that I can still communicate with the canvas.